an unearthed grave, and a vengeful ghost. Don't miss out. The psychics will reveal a chilling family secret, but can they stop the otherworldly killer? This is Psychic Investigations, a channel of true and amazing stories. There are only shocking paranormal phenomena and resonant criminal cases here, investigated by the people who call themselves clairvoyants. In this episode, Lyudmyla Lytovchenko from Ukraine seeks help from the psychics. She claims that her entire family is destined to die soon.
I simply don't want to bury my children.
Lyudmyla is 46. She works as an accountant and has a son and a daughter. Everything in her life would have been wonderful if not for one horrifying event. Her brother Ruslan dug up their mother's grave several years ago.
He unearthed it, and you could see the coffin.
It happened the following day after their mother's funeral. She had died of a stroke. Ruslan couldn't even remember why or how he did this.
He said he didn't remember.
The medics concluded that Ruslan suffered from a nervous disorder due to extreme grief and stress, causing him to lose control. He couldn't bear the loss of the dearest person he adored, especially given that, in their mother's eyes, he was always the favorite among her 5 children.
He was always Mom's dearest boy.
Lyudmyla knew that disturbing a grave sealed by a priest could invite punishment from the restless soul of a deceased person. So, she worried that her brother's act would bring calamity upon their family. And within a week, Lyudmyla's fears became reality. A fire broke out in Ruslan's house, where he lived alone after a divorce. Ruslan almost burned alive and was taken to the hospital with severe burns.
They couldn't save his leg and had to amputate it. It was terrifying.
The firefighters determined that the cause of the fire was an electric heater. However, according to the family, the device was new and all the wiring in the house was in good condition. But this tragic incident was only the beginning. Soon, Ruslan's only daughter hanged herself at home. She was only 22.
I didn't believe it until I saw her.
The reason behind this horrifying act by a successful student and a future bride remains a mystery for the family.
She inspired me with her zest for life. She never gave up.
2 funerals and a horrible fire in the family within such a short period. And soon, right before Lyudmyla's eyes, her own daughter almost burned alive.
It was terrifying.
Lyudmyla and her 19-year-old daughter, Lisa, were cleaning up their yard. As everyone else, they were burning dry leaves in the autumn. Suddenly, without warning, Lisa fainted and fell into the flames. Panicked, her mother pulled her out of the fire. The young beauty suffered serious burns.
Here's the scar. And I've got a big one on my arm.
An ambulance arrived. They rushed her to the intensive care unit. It was agonizing to watch her suffer.
Lyudmyla and her daughter are convinced that all these events in their family are connected to the disturbed grave of Lyudmyla's mother.
I fear for my family.
Our project's psychics, Zhana Shulakova and Rubina Tsibulska, stepped in to help Lyudmyla's family.
I worked with the photo of Lyudmyla's family, and the cards told me to look for the one who's forbidden to approach the grave. The answer lies with the twins and
a love triangle. Here's what my mirror showed me. An empty room with a coffin in the middle of it, containing a dead young woman in a wedding dress. A teenage girl leans over her, lowering a wedding veil onto her face. Then I heard the whisper of the dead girl. She said to the teenager, "You're next."
Could it be the future of Lyudmyla's daughter, Lisa?
No. The girl in the coffin wasn't her. Nor was it Lisa who lowered the veil.
The next morning, the psychics are ready to set out to meet Lyudmyla.
I need to buy a phone. Last night, I kept thinking about the girl in the coffin, and suddenly, I saw her spirit. She told me I should give a new phone to someone.
But how will you find out who?
I don't know it yet, but I feel it's very important.
Hello?
Hello.
We've been looking forward to meeting you. I fear for my children.
I sense cold behind Lisa. Do you feel someone near you?
Yes.
It turns out that recently, Lisa has been seeing the silhouette of a man. His terrifying gaze seems to paralyze her and take away her speech.
I saw him. He looked at me malevolently.
And you, Lyudmyla, do you also sense him?
I do. What do we do?
I suggest summoning your mother's spirit and asking her.
Lyudmyla, what was your mother's name?
Allah.
I see her. And I smell a fragrance. You know, something sweet.
She had a favorite perfume called Shahrazad. I can still remember it vividly.
I also felt Grandma standing between me and Mom.
She says, I love you very much.
She will never harm your family.
She's embracing you.
Such warmth. I love you very, very much. Help us.
Her grave had been indeed disturbed. I advised Lyudmyla to seek a priest's help to seal it once again.
At that moment, the spirit of Lyudmyla's mother began to fade, and she showed something black, like a cross.
A black cross.
Oh God.
What's going on?
I put this ladder here myself. It was standing sound. Why did it fall?
A dead man stood before us, the same spirit that Lisa had seen.
To understand who this enraged spirit was, we needed to work in the house. He seems to be setting a trap for your children.
He'll kill anyone who wants to become a member of this family. Who shut the door?
There was no draft or wind.
There's a young woman standing there. She's dead. I saw her in my vision. An empty room with a coffin in the middle of it, containing a dead young woman in a wedding dress. She's trying to tell me something. Pass on a gift from me. She's waiting.
Who?
The spirit is gone. She probably meant the phone. I saw her in some kind of box. She lay in it like a broken doll.
The answer lies within the family. We must find the woman who practices magic.
My middle sister is said to be a witch.
Lyudmyla is talking about one of her two elder sisters, Allah. The locals claim she's a witch because she supposedly reads cards and performs various rituals.
I see Allah curse you. You took her child. What does it mean?
I took her daughter from her after she'd beaten her. Bodana lived with me for a month.
It turns out that Allah has a 13-year-old daughter named Bodana. The girl doesn't know her father, and her mother, according to Lyudmyla, neglects her and mercilessly beats her.
Mom said, "Don't you even call me Mom?" She beat me with a branch and an iron scoop. I cried.
How can you hate your own child like that?
Recently, Allah even sent her daughter to an orphanage, claiming it was hard for her to deal with the girl alone. On weekends, children with families are taken home, but Bodana always goes to her aunt's, as her biological mother doesn't want her. Nevertheless, it doesn't stop Allah from coming to her sister's house, creating scenes and ordering her daughter to come home immediately.
I clean the house, wash dishes, and cook, while Mom is busy with her own things, like watching TV.
Why haven't they terminated her parental rights?
She keeps claiming she'll refuse guardianship over her, but she won't do it because she receives financial support as a single mother.
This is disgusting. Does that woman practice magic on top of that?
I see this woman in the doorway whispering something.
She stuck needles in my doorway.
Needles? Allah could have tied the spirit to the needles, the one hunting Lyudmyla's family.
Where does she live?
Not far from here.
Good evening.
What do you want?
We want to understand what's threatening Lyudmyla's family.
What does that have to do with me?
Why did you curse your sister?
I didn't. If I got angry, I could only punch her at most.
Lyudmyla says you cursed her when she took your daughter, the same daughter you constantly mistreat.
That's her problem if she says so.
We'll sort this out now. Give me your hand.
For God's sake.
These hands choked an infant, a tiny one trying to kill it.
I sense the energy of the infant Allah tried to choke nearby. Was it her?
You simply hated her because of her father, who abandoned you.
This woman's name is Yulia, and she's 33 years old. As it turned out, she's Allah's elder daughter.
She refused from me, and her parents took me to save me.
Yulia was adopted by Allah's parents when she was a baby. Her grandparents raised her along with their younger children.
The dead girl in the wedding dress is here again. She was murdered, and she's pointing at you. She's your daughter.
Darina.
She was my sister.
It turned out that it was Allah's another, middle daughter, who had been killed 2 months ago. Darina was only 19.
She was in a large box, lying in it like a broken doll.
Her body was found locked in a suitcase.
Dear God.
It's hard to believe, but the body of the dead girl was indeed found in a suitcase thrown into a garbage container.
We were all shocked.
The locals made this gruesome discovery near one of the high-rise buildings in the nearby town. The girl lived and studied at an industrial college there and worked as a cashier at a coffee shop.
I still can't believe it.
Bodana mourned her sister more than everybody else.
She was going to come to visit me after the new year. She said we'd live together. But it didn't work out.
The forensic experts determined that poor Darina had her neck broken. She was strangled, but her cruel killer hasn't been found yet.
Darina's spirit showed me a young, dark-haired man. She said he killed her out of jealousy. The whole truth will be found in her phone. I sense that Darina communicated with her killer on social media. He's a foreigner.
The family says that Darina indeed dated a foreigner. After the investigation, we learned that the police supposedly found a taxi driver who had picked up a Middle Eastern man. He had a suitcase with him and got out not far from the building where they had found the body.
Darina was killed by a living murderer. But like other family members, she is a victim of an enraged spirit. Her spirit came because she fears for her family, especially her younger sister. She wants to protect her. She says she desperately wanted to call her younger sister, but she couldn't. Now I understand why. She didn't have a phone.
She didn't have one.
This is horrible. A child who lives in an orphanage can't even call her loved ones.
I asked Mom for a phone, even a basic one, just to stay in touch with Darina. But Mom said I didn't need it, and I didn't deserve it.
So this is who Darina asked me to buy a phone for.
Where's Bodana?
It turned out that Bodana's aunts took her to stay with them over the weekend, and so she also came to see the clairvoyants.
I see you standing over your sister's body, alone, holding a white dress.
Is this what Allah made the child do? Dress her dead sister in a wedding gown?
My goodness. Did you dress your sister in a wedding dress?
It was beyond my comprehension. I can't imagine what that girl went through. Now I understand who the mirror showed me before the investigation. My dear girl, your sister asked me to give you a gift from her. She loves you very much.
Darina knew it was my big dream.
I heard Darina's voice. She said, "My mother is only interested in herself. She has no connection to the spirit of the killer, and I'm very grateful to you for the gift to my little sister."
Thank you. Thank you too.
And the next moment, I saw the murderous spirit again, and then something terrible happened.
Wash her face with snow.
Drink, drink, drink the water.
Smelling salt, smelling salt.
Fortunately, Bodana regains consciousness.
The spirit of the enraged man attacked Bodana right before everyone's eyes.
And then the spirit of the murdered Darina showed me some signs.
"12 crosses?
We have a kind of separate little cemetery within the local cemetery. There are 12 graves of our relatives there.
The answer was there.
We need to go to the cemetery." It's horrific. I've never seen anything like this before.
The younger generation of this family is simply dying out. And we couldn't even imagine who the murderous spirit would turn out to be. Whose cross is that?
The black one, my father's.
It's the same cross that the spirit of your mother showed me. She showed something black, like a cross.
It's him, the murderous spirit. Lyudmyla, your father is killing his children.
I couldn't even imagine anything like that.
I tuned into the spirit of this man and saw Lyudmyla's mother during a ritual. She fears her husband so much that she puts protection on the children and herself. She asked a woman who practices magic for help.
But why did Lyudmyla's mother put up the protection? And what does her husband have to do with it?
Rubina, I think I know the reason. It's a love triangle.
I see. And twins.
My brother and I, we're twins.
You and Ruslan, the one who dug up your mother's grave?
Yes.
You and your brother aren't related to your father by blood.
He wasn't their biological father.
The family kept this secret for years. Lyudmyla and Ruslan were the youngest of the 5 children in the family. Their mother cheated on her husband and birthed the twins from another man.
Mom fell in love with another man.
It wasn't a fleeting affair between Lyudmyla's mother and her biological father. It was an incredible, unconditional love. It had started long before the woman married her husband.
He was her first love. They were going to marry, but Grandpa didn't let her do it.
Lyudmyla's mother and her classmate, Alexander, fell in love when they were both 16. They never separated. The girl dreamed that Alexander would be the father of her future children.
Her parents forced her to marry another man whom she didn't love, but whom they considered a better match for their daughter.
Yes.
She lived her whole life with a man she despised.
Her heart belonged to Alexander.
She loved him all her life, and they even dated secretly.
The woman got tired of living a lie, and she confessed everything to her husband. His rage knew no bounds. He wanted to abandon his wife and children, believing none of them were truly his.
Then he cooled down, thought it over, and talked to his wife, and they decided not to destroy their family, and they lived for the sake of their children.
When we were around 13, Mom told us that we weren't blood related to our father.
But her husband couldn't accept her unfaithfulness. He couldn't come to terms with it and constantly vented his anger at his wife.
Yes, he would beat Mom, but she endured it. She always told me, "Don't live with someone you don't love."
Lyudmyla, I sense that your mother was so afraid of her husband that she didn't even want him to visit her grave.
She said, "Don't let him even come close to me."
Look for the one who's forbidden to approach the grave. I have a feeling of someone walking behind me.
My legs are numb. Please do something.
We must perform the ritual immediately.
We needed to summon the father's spirit, and Lyudmyla was to ask him to leave the family alone.
Show yourself to us. And right before my eyes, the photograph on the father's tombstone began to develop spots. He's here, and he's ready to listen.
Don't harm my children. It's not their fault.
Go away. I'm closing the path into this world for you. The spots are vanishing. He's gone, and he won't trouble your family anymore.
Thank you so much.
It's incredible what awful consequences the mothers living with the unloved man had for the family. A horrendous triple murder and an aggressive poltergeist. Don't miss a shocking investigation by the psychics. A child's ghost will come to unveil all the mysteries. The psychics embark on an investigation into a series of enigmatic demises within a Ukrainian family. First, we received a letter from 34-year-old Serhiy Degtyaryov. The man had had a dream of his deceased father, showing him 6 graves, one of which bore a plaque with Serhiy's name. He feared for his life and decided to ask us for help. But when our journalists called Serhiy, his sister Yulia picked up the phone and told them terrible news. Her brother was dead.
He was young. He never had any health problems. He simply fell while walking, and that was it.
One morning, Serhiy felt unwell on his way to work.
He fell, and his partner, who was with him, raised him to his feet. But then he realized something was very wrong and started calling out. People came running and called an ambulance.
The man was dead a few minutes after. His heart stopped abruptly. His family can't understand how it was possible. Several days before his death, Serhiy had undergone a comprehensive medical examination because he'd been terrified by the nightmares about his death. The checkup revealed no indications that could pose a threat to his well-being. And now, Yulia is having the same nightmares that Serhiy had before he died.
I saw the 6 graves. I ran around the cemetery from one grave to another, and I had a panic attack.
In her nightmare, Serhiy was digging another grave next to his, and Yulia saw her own name on the tombstone.
He was standing and digging it, and I said, "Serhiy, what are you doing?" And he said, "Follow me."
Yulia Degtyaryova is 32. She works at a grocery store, and she's raising her 7-year-old daughter, Alexandra, all by herself. The girl's father abandoned them long ago and doesn't care about his daughter. So if something happens to Yulia, there'll be nobody to care for the girl. And this is her greatest fear as a mother.
2 days ago, my daughter asked me, "Mom, what if you die?" She was sitting and crying.
The psychics are the woman's only hope. Our strongest clairvoyants, Kayal Alekperov and Rubina Tsibulska, agreed to help her.
I saw a room with fair walls, and in it, there were chairs arranged in a circle, and a boy was standing in the middle of the circle. He was pointing at the chairs and saying, "The one who sits down last will die."
My sacred book is speaking some riddles. The angel became the demon. When you find the grave, dig deeper. What could it mean?
Hello.
Hello.
I fear for my and my daughter's lives.
Did your brother live here?
Yes. He was my elder brother.
I feel that your brother's death wasn't an accident.
I felt your father. He felt cold and and the heart stopped, like he froze to death.
My father died walking home from work. He was found in a windbreak. He looked like he had frozen under a tree. I don't feel well.
Even though her father died many years ago, Yulia still finds it hard to speak of it. Her father, Ivan, was only 45. But to this day, Yulia can't understand how it happened. The temperatures in October weren't freezing, and her father was a healthy man in his prime.
Did you all live here? Rubina, I have a strong feeling this house is radiating negative energy. Have you ever found something strange on its grounds?
Yes, once.
Wait. Your father's spirit is pointing at this spot on the wall. Was there a door here? Was the thing you found hidden here?
Yes, there used to be a door here, and above the door there was a little wreath. It was made of flowers, but it had threads and needles inside.
I feel a tragedy occurred after it. You lost somebody else.
You lost a child.
And not one, but 2 children. They looked alike. Were they twins?
Yes, I lost them both.
You see your family in your dreams. They're trying to warn you about something, but I can't tell what it is.
Yulia, I'd like to go inside.
Yes, yes.
The clairvoyant tunes into the energy of the house. Meanwhile, Kayal Alekperov continues working outside.
My book says you didn't find all the charms. There's a source of powerful negative energy nearby. It's somewhere here. Can you bring me a chair and a knife? It's dangerous to hold it with your bare hands. Look!
My God, what is this? A needle? I see a needle.
There are 3 of them.
What does it mean?
3 needles stand for 3 deaths. This is why your children died. And you could die too. This charm was planted on you to end your family life. But it's directed at you specifically, not your family. Can you please give me your hand? I see 2 women. They hide something in that wall and then run away quickly. They envied you for some reason. We must neutralize this negative energy as soon as possible.
Laughter. Laughter.
While I was carrying out the ritual, I had a feeling that something bad was happening to Rubina. It was like some supernatural force was influencing her. My colleague needed help, but I couldn't interrupt the ritual.
Coincidence or not, no sooner had the psychic finished the ritual to neutralize the charm than the clouds parted and the sun shone.
Kayal, I don't feel well.
What is this?
Like God.
What happened? Tell me.
First, I heard a child's laughter in this room. But when I approached the mirror, I heard sorrowful weeping. A child of 2 or 3 was crying bitterly, asking for help.
Yulia is indeed in grave danger. The answer is where the triangle of death is. It's a place where the mother died.
Yulia's mother's name was Natalia. After her husband died, she took her children and moved to a town. When Serhiy and Yulia grew up, they returned to the village and settled at their father's house. However, their mother stayed in the town.
Mom lived there during her final years.
We must go there.
But what death triangle does Kayal Alekperov see? And what does it have to do with Yulia and the deaths in her family? By the time the psychics arrive at the house of Yulia's mother, it's grown dark. The news of the psychic's arrival quickly spread among the locals. People who knew and loved Natalia gather around her yard.
The energy is so overwhelming.
Three people were murdered here. I feel two of them are your bloodline, unlike the third one.
Yes, I was here. They were all found in this room.
I see a large pool of blood here. It's huge.
This is where the triangle of death my book mentioned was. The triangle was made of your relatives' bodies.
Mom was lying here and the girl was a little further away, while my brother was here.
It's so awful. The people were drowning in blood.
Yes, I saw it all.
The tragic murder caused a stir throughout the nation. Yulia's mother, her younger brother, Alexander, who was 17, and his girlfriend, Dasha, were murdered in this house. The tragedy happened in the evening when the family was at home.
Natalia was on the bed. The shot hit her arm, and he murdered the children in the room.
While the murderer was reloading his rifle, the woman crawled up to the children, but unfortunately, she was too late to save them. The maniac shot his shotgun 9 times and escaped. The neighbor found the bodies the next morning and called the police.
When I broke down the door and saw it, my hair crawled on my head. Natalia was lying there and her arm looked like it had been chopped with an axe. And her son was opposite her, and he had this huge hole in his chest. It was a terrifying picture.
I feel your brother holding the girl by the hand.
She seems to be his fiancée.
They were buried as an engaged couple.
They loved each other a lot.
It was the first love for both, and it was very sincere.
They could have been saved.
Before he was shot to death, my brother called an ambulance and said they were wounded.
This is the recording of the wounded boy's call to the hospital. These are Yulia's brother's last words.
Hello, emergency medical service.
We're wounded.
What kind of the wound?
A gun wound. 37 First Vinohradna Street.
Wait a minute.
Please call the police.
Just a moment. Wait, please, the address again? First.
Alexander died a few minutes later. The phone operator who accepted the call is said to have resigned, unable to bear the shock. She simply couldn't go on working there.
I feel you. Two were supposed to be here.
I can't. It's actually true. I was sent on vacation.
Yulia was saved by a lucky coincidence. Back then, she lived in this house with her mother and brother. But just before the tragedy, she was sent on an unscheduled vacation, and so she took her daughter and went to the village.
The man who lived here murdered them.
The man lived with Natalia, and their relationship went sour. The victim told him he was a parasite in her family, and he got mad.
Yulia's mother had lived with her murderer for 8 years. Together, they were building a new house, and when Natalia was diagnosed with breast cancer, the man helped her beat it. On the surface, they gave the impression of a perfect family. Nobody knows what exactly happened to date. There was no alcohol in the murderer's blood. Nobody can understand what made him commit the awful crime.
A demon took possession of him.
I feel the murderer is in prison.
the man hid in his hometown for several days after the murder. When he was arrested, he explained that he'd done it because he'd felt humiliated.
I don't remember who exactly and how many times I shot. When I came to my senses, I saw the 3 bodies.
This is the reenactment of the murder. The cold-blooded murderer is crying.
Now I realize it, but then I didn't. I felt like in a fog. I didn't realize what I was doing. My brain wasn't working.
His guilt was proven and he was sentenced to life in prison.
But it didn't make Yulia feel any better. She lost all of her family, and now she's in danger herself.
Do you hear it? What is this? What is this?
A woman's spirit. This is your mother. She's holding a little boy in her arms, and he's holding a toy.
Kayal. This is the boy who played with me, showing me the chairs and saying, "The last one to sit down will die."
This boy was the angel who turned into the demon that took possession of the man. For some reason, he's avenging your family. But for what?
The cards are showing me how the boy died. He fell from a windowsill. His head cracked. Your mother felt guilty, but she held this secret to herself.
The only person who knew about it was your mother's friend.
Our journalists found the woman. Her name is Taisia. She kept her friend's secret for many years.
Oleksiy, Natalia's second son, died. It was before Yulia was born. He fell from the windowsill and hit his head on the radiator. There was a dislocation in his skull.
Yulia has never heard of this tragedy. Her parents didn't want to traumatize the other children, and so they never told them of the little Oleksiy's death.
We must find out why this little angel, your brother, turned into the demon, and why he's seeking revenge on your family.
What happened?
I heard someone knock on the window pane, and it cracked. But it seems intact.
He's giving us a sign.
Does the child want us to go somewhere? Do you remember the cue from my book? When you find the grave, dig deeper. We must find his grave fast.
I don't even know where it could be.
We must find it, or else the deaths won't stop.
The most interesting thing is that nobody knows where his grave is. Nobody ever visited the boy's grave at all.
The village has 2 cemeteries. One is old, and the other is new. The latter appeared 10 years ago, so the psychics head for the old one.
Rubina, we must split and find the boy's grave. It's not it. Nor is this one.
Checking almost the entire cemetery took the psychics and crew a few hours. However, they failed to find where Yulia's little brother is buried.
I have a feeling of something calling me that way. This is your brother's spirit. Hurry up. That's it. The spirit has hidden.
Is he gone? We have to search.
He's a child, so he's playing with us. But I see him sitting on that grave.
Who is this?
Who is this man?
The boy's spirit says, I was buried here.
When I read the plaque on the tombstone, I couldn't understand anything. What did that adult man have to do with the little boy?
Rubina, do you remember my book told me to dig deeper when we find the grave? Your little brother's spirit is crying, saying it used to be his grave, but you didn't visit him, and you forgot him. And eventually, his grave was unearthed, and this man was buried in it.
If a grave has been neglected for, say, 20 years, and its wooden cross got rotten, but the plot remains, and they can bury someone else on top.
Your little brother's bones were ground with something made of steel, like a spade. And while they were doing it, his soul was suffering terribly. He hurt badly. This is when the angel became the demon.
And his anger hit Yulia's family like a landslide. He started taking revenge after that. And your father was taken away first.
Yes.
The following year.
The child's spirit is telling me he also had his revenge on the man who ground his bones with the spade.
He was hit by a car. I've worked here for 2 years, but it was before I came here. He told me he found the skull and crushed the bones.
What do I do?
You must never forget your brother.
Pray for him. Thus, your brother's soul will find peace, and he'll stop taking revenge. And we should also carry out the ritual.
To block the way and calm down his soul.
But the ritual isn't carried out at a cemetery. Let's go.
While the clairvoyants were searching for Yulia's brother's grave, people gathered in front of the cemetery gate.
Yulia, hold it.
We've prayed for you. Nothing's going to bother your family anymore.
Thank you so much. It was like a load off my shoulders. I couldn't even imagine I had a brother born before me, that he died so tragically, and above all, that he could do harm to my family, taking them away one by one.
A merciless murderer from the beyond is taking the members of the same family to the other world, one by one. What skeletons are the poltergeist's victims hiding in their wardrobes? And what do they owe the ghost? Anna Horyacheva from Ukraine contacted the psychics, asking for help. The woman frequently sees a ghost, and she's certain it's her father.
I go to sleep, and when I wake up, I see a ghost close by. It's so close that I can feel its breath. I'm so scared.
And every time after seeing the ghost, Anna finds herself in danger. First, right in the middle of the street, she fell into a manhole. After that, Anna was almost squeezed to death by a malfunctioning elevator door. And then she was electrocuted. And last week, a motorcycle hit Anna while she was crossing the road.
I was dragged along the asphalt and thrown under a car. The drivers of the passing cars stopped and called an ambulance.
Anna is sure it's not a coincidence. Her elder sister, Lyubov, also saw the ghost fairly regularly, and she's dead now. The woman, pregnant with twins, was beaten to death by a stranger in the street.
She was all bruised. He beat her everywhere. She was pregnant. It was extremely hard to see this.
The man didn't steal anything, and he immediately fled the scene. People heard Lyubov screaming and called an ambulance. The woman was taken to the emergency department, but her injuries were fatal. Lyubov didn't survive.
I was the last one to see her in the hospital before she died. I arrived there, but she barely heard me.
Anna was looking into the eyes of her dying sister, who was whispering terrible words.
You're next. It was awful.
But the weirdest thing is that Anna's father loved his children when he was alive. There were 6 of them in the big family, 2 sons and 4 daughters, to whom their father was a model of an ideal man.
He was perfect. He had a good, mild character.
Anna's mother died when the girl was 7. The father had to raise the 6 children alone.
Of course, we had difficult times. There were 6 of us, so we always had problems with the money, but we were never hungry.
The woman says that after her mother died, her father didn't give up and did the best he could. But the terrible loss eventually broke him. The man was diagnosed with cancer. He desperately fought the condition for many years until it finally took his life.
He had pains. When Lubov and I last saw him in the hospital, it was the first time I'd ever seen him sobbing. It was the last time we saw our father.
But even in her nightmares, Anna couldn't have imagined that her loving father could become a murderous spirit who would be hunting his own children.
I couldn't even imagine it would ever be possible.
Anna is 30. Her greatest dream is to become a mother. And she wants to marry, so she's begging the psychics to help her.
The psychics are my last and only hope.
The project's psychics, Jana Shulakova and Olga Kalinova from the Czech Republic, took up the investigation. They immediately set out to see Anna.
When I tuned in to their father yesterday, the cards showed me something very strange. Unrequited love, then rape.
This is horrific. Could Anna's father rape anybody?
I had a strange dream. A young woman wearing a wreath of white flowers. She held out the wreath to me and said, "I can't kill anymore." She's here, and she says her name is Lyudmyla. The woman showed me her grave. There were purple flowers on it, and I felt that she died in the last days of winter, almost on her birthday.
We need to ask Anna. She might know her.
Anna is a cargo crane operator. She has just finished her shift, and the psychics meet her in the downtown.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm relieved to see you.
Could you hold it, please?
Anna, did you happen to know a deceased woman named Lyudmyla? She died in later winter, almost on her birthday.
I have no idea who it could be.
It's weird. Then why did her spirit visit us?
Who could be pushing Anna into the other world? Is it her father? Or could it be the mysterious woman who Olga Kalinova saw in her dream?
Do you have a photo of your deceased sister?
I do.
I'd like to tune into her energy to know what kind of force took her away.
Yes, yes.
I see her next to you.
Immediately after they started talking, I felt the warmth spreading on my left arm and leg.
My feelings tell me that your sister indeed fell prey to some kind of spirit, but she claims your father didn't kill her. It wasn't him. Your father loved you a lot. He's like a guarding angel. He's protecting you. This is the only reason you're still alive.
If it's not her father, then who's to blame for Anna constantly being in danger? The energy of Anna's sister's spirit didn't let the psychics tune in and concentrate, so they went further away from the place where they communicated with the woman's spirit.
At that moment, the cards showed me another death. A young man, Anna's blood relative. He was taken away by the same otherworldly force. It must be your brother.
Yes, my elder brother. It came as a surprise for everyone. It happened before the new year. My sister called me and said our brother was dead.
This is horrendous. Another death in the family. It turned out Anna's brother Valerie had a heart attack. He was only 31.
I have a feeling that everyone in your family bears the death mark.
Could we see your other relatives now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Anna phones her sisters and brother. Soon afterward, they arrive to see the psychics.
Hello, my name is Olha.
Valentina.
Serhi.
Hold the cards in your hands, please. The moment I took the cards from Olha, I saw the same woman from my vision standing behind her. With her hand, she reached out to Olha's heart.
Ow, something's squeezing. Ouch.
Give her water. Let her sit down. Breathe. Breathe deeper. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take a breath. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Yes.
The dead woman did it. This is her who is killing your family. She's going to take you all away, one by one. but most probably, the dead woman didn't want to kill those people. Some kind of magic spell made her a murderer. It was done by some woman. I hear her saying, "If I don't get what is mine, I'll destroy them. They're going to die like puppies." Who could wish something like this to you?
Our neighbor. Yes, she could curse us.
The cards showed me that the woman was allegedly trying to become these children's mother, but she failed for some reason, and she's borne a grudge ever since.
She had no children.
Did she want to adopt you?
Yes.
To see if the neighbor is really connected to the deaths in the family, I tuned into the past, to the moment when the children lost their mother. What I saw there horrified me. Your mother, her death was terrible.
Yes, she died, giving birth.
She delivered Serhi, and when the doctors left her, she bled to death.
But I don't understand why your neighbor wanted to take you away. You had the father.
He was disabled. He used to work at the factory and a pipe fell on his foot and injured him.
After his wife died, the man had to work several jobs to provide for his children. Once, he seriously injured his foot and ended up disabled. Social services became interested in the family right away. Fortunately, the grandmother took custody of the children.
Our grandma was a brilliant person. I'm so grateful to her that I can't.
The cards told me the same force that took 2 of her children killed your mother. And this happened because of the magic of the woman with whom your mother had a conflict. Did your mother have a conflict with your neighbor?
Yes, they conflicted a lot.
Where does that woman live?
Where we grew up.
Is it far from here?
It's 10 kilometers away.
10 minutes later, the psychics arrived there. Anna and her sisters and brother left the village long ago, and their grandmother, who they used to visit here, died a few years ago.
This is where she lives, and that is our house.
Hello.
Hello. We're helping this family.
I know these ladies. Such beauties they are. They grew up without their father and mother, but how beautiful they are. But I haven't seen Serhi for a long time. I barely recognize him. Well, you look at this handsome young man.
You're saying such good things about them, but they told us you cursed them and their mother and wished them all death.
I never cursed them. God forbid. You know how it is in a village? Maybe I did get angry one day, but it's really nothing.
My cards told me that the woman didn't practice magic, and her curse was ordinary swearing. Besides, she didn't mean evil to anybody in this family. You swore because you were deeply unhappy. You couldn't control yourself, looking at the happy woman, a mother of many children. I feel now that your greatest wish in life was to give birth to a child.
Of course it was. But God's will for me was to live without any children.
You're alone and you're also alone. Help them, please. And you help her, please, as neighbors.
Thank you, children. There wasn't a day when I didn't think of you. I thought of you every day.
It turned out she never meant evil to nobody. She's unhappy, but she's not evil.
She's here, the dead woman in the wreath. She's entered the yard.
The window pane cracked. I'm terrified.
I have goosebumps.
I looked around and recognized the yard. Jana. The dead woman turned this house into ruins. I saw it in my vision.
The dead woman won't stop until she deals with everyone in the family. The love that was attempted to be taken by force is the reason for that. I see an outraged, offended woman in this yard. She's arguing with your mother. She's shouting, "You must leave him."
Dad?
He's a bastard. He's a rapist.
A rapist?
We don't know this woman, but there was such a story.
Grandma told us.
There was a woman who asked Dad to give her a lift on his motorcycle. Dad had an Ural with a sidecar. She asked him to give her a lift somewhere where it was too far to walk. Long story short, he did it, but she then claimed he'd raped her.
Did she tell your mother this?
Yes.
But your mother tells her to go away. She says, "You're lying, go away from here."
Wait, but the cards are telling me that your father was detained by the police because of the rape.
She complained to the police. They arrived and said he'd raped her and that they had a claim from the victim.
So they took Dad and put him in jail.
Wait. What if the woman who blamed their father put the death spell on the family and is killing all of its members?
It's quite possible. But who can tell us the truth about this woman?
Dad. Only Dad knew who she was.
We need to summon his spirit.
Where is he buried?
It's not far from here.
The father of the family and his wife and children are buried in the same cemetery. 15 minutes later, the psychics are there.
We summoned your father's spirit, but your mother is also here. She says she's happy to see you as adults. She loves you so much.
Mum, why didn't I see you in my dreams? Why won't you visit me?
Your mother says she didn't want to scare you, but she's always been around.
We miss you so much.
We miss your advice and your embrace.
I still remember her scent. I couldn't sleep. And if I did sleep, it was only pressing her gown to me. That was the only option possible. Mum, it was so hard for me.
My children. I wish I could embrace each of you. I wish I could embrace you, son, because you've never seen me in your life.
I love you too. For a moment, I felt motherly warmth, as if I was embracing my mom. I don't think you can ever feel something like this if you never saw your mother.
I've always been around. I lulled you in the cradle, and I was next to you when you were ill.
Anna recalls that after her little brother was brought from the hospital, his cradle rocked itself.
Grandma told me that she once woke up to someone singing a lullaby, and she said the cradle was rocking itself. Mom came to lull him, so he would sleep. I felt warmth in Mom's scent.
I feel like Mom is embracing me. Mom, visit us more often. It might be in a dream, but please come to talk to me.
And your father, he's standing and crying.
Wait, was your father's guilt proven in court?
No, he was released because of the lack of evidence.
This woman wanted to punish the man for his refusal to be with her. It's a revenge. The revenge caused by female jealousy.
She was head over heels in love with him, so she claimed it. So Mom would leave him because he allegedly raped someone.
I felt that the man simply talked to this woman cheerfully at some celebration. But she fell in love with him and decided to take him away from the family, whatever it took her.
She used lies and slander. But when it didn't work, the woman decided to use magic to get rid of her rivals.
She was looking for the hands that would kill the whole family. And she succeeded in it. It's the woman that you saw.
The dead woman in the wreath. She's standing behind you.
Hush, hush.
Water! Water! Water.
The woman in the wreath grabbed me by the hand. I'm all right. This woman who's killing, her grave is nearby. We need to find her real quick. Oh God, this is her, the dead woman in the wreath of white flowers. Her name is Lyudmyla, the purple flowers and the date of her death, late winter. She died almost on her birthday.
We don't know this woman.
We don't even know who she was.
You don't necessarily need to know her. She doesn't want to kill you. She was forced to do so by magic. The magic was done by the woman who loved your father.
I see tiny white flowers. It's a wedding wreath.
Mom wore a similar white wreath for her wedding.
The grandmother told her grandchildren that some woman from their village asked their mother for her wedding wreath, claiming she wanted it for her own wedding.
And Mom gave her the wreath.
Your mom's rival asked the village woman to take the wreath from your mom, and then she buried it in the grave. The desperate marriage wrecker made this stranger's spirit a murderer.
And I can't take the wreath.
God, please do something.
We could only carry out the ritual to break the deal. Olga and I recited special prayers that break spells. Anna and her sisters and brother had to address the dead woman to ask her to leave them alone forever.
Lyudmyla, please leave us alone. May your soul have peace. Please, I beg you, let us live normal lives.
Let go of us, please. I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart.
I feel that she'll leave you. She won't touch your family, but she'll go where the guilty person is.
The woman who made her do it?
It is her right to revenge. We can't stop her.
You are going to be all right.
Thank you so much. We are extremely grateful.
It is hard to believe what a terrible magic crime the passion for someone else's husband can force a woman to commit. However, having received no love she wished for so much, the unlucky marriage wrecker will have to suffer the punishment she deserved. Ghosts are trying to take a child to a cemetery. Why is an otherworldly force taking possession of the little girl and pushing her towards a deadly danger? Don't miss out. To save their child, the girl's parents will share a terrifying secret. A 32-year-old medical nurse from Ukraine has approached the psychics. Halina Rybak has got no tears left, and she lives in constant fear because some kind of evil entity is trying to take her daughter to the other world.
Emma is the sense of my life, and I won't take it if something happens to her.
Halina and her husband, Volodymyr, have two daughters, Maria, who is 13, and 4-year-old Emma, but terrible unknown things have been happening to their younger daughter recently.
I see a man and a woman. I feel scared.
One day we were sitting watching TV when Emma said, "Mom, look, there's somebody there." She pointed her finger to the corner of the room, but I saw nobody.
I asked her, "What do you see?" And she said, "There's a man in the corner," but I saw nobody when I looked that way.
And then the dog jumped up and started crawling backwards, looking up and barking, as if she was afraid of something.
Every time after Emma sees the silhouette, terrible things happen to her.
She starts screaming, and I have a feeling like she doesn't see me. She scratches her face, sometimes leaving bloody marks, and tears out her hair. When I put her in the bed next to me one night, I saw a shadow of an adult person behind her. I felt cold. I was scared and felt cold pinching my skin.
Our crew installed hypersensitive cameras in the Rybak's house and we saw some really shocking things in the video that are impossible to explain logically.
Stop, stop, stop.
What?
No way. What was it?
A shadow passed by. Wow, if something like that was happening at my home, I'd also call the psychics.
Watch this. Something transparent is moving through the room. But what is this? Is it the thing that possesses the family's younger daughter, trying to kill her? Emma's mom says that her daughter almost killed herself recently.
I entered the room and found her sitting on this couch, right here, holding scissors in her hands. We always keep the scissors here, on the wardrobe. I don't know how she climbed there and how she took them. She was trying to cut her hands, and she wasn't answering me. Her eyes were glassy.
If the mother had come in a minute later, there would have been a tragedy. However, the woman couldn't even imagine that the worst was yet to come.
I woke up at about 2 in the morning and saw Emma wasn't here. I thought she must be somewhere in the house. I checked the kitchen, but she wasn't there, nor did I find her in the other room. And then I saw that the front door was open.
Helena's heart almost stopped. Her daughter was missing. The woman was sure she'd locked the front door and hidden the key on the high shelf, as she always did.
There was no chair or a stool next to it. There was no chance she would reach the key.
Nobody could open the door apart from the girl herself. Helena's husband was working abroad at that time, and her elder daughter was at her grandma's.
I went out and started shouting out, calling for Emma.
The mother searched the entire yard, but didn't find Emma anywhere. She checked there and the neighboring streets, and was going to call people for help when she heard her 2 dogs barking in the cemetery, which is 200 meters from her house. Helena immediately rushed there.
Running there, I saw a little figure. The dogs were barking there. This is how I knew my daughter Emma was there.
When the mother found Emma standing on a grave, utter terror shrouded the woman.
How could a little child, who wasn't even 4 back then, cover such a distance? And why the cemetery? What could attract her there?
After that, Emma was found at the cemetery several more times. Her parents are desperate. They think an otherworldly force is trying to take away their little daughter.
I'm asking the psychics to help me sort it all out.
Two experienced participants of the project, Yaroslava Fedorova and Olga Kalinova, undertake the case.
I had a strange vision. Emma entered her house, and there were a man and a woman she didn't know there. The girl asked them, "Where are my mom and dad?" And they told her, "We are your parents now." The girl tried to escape, but the house had no doors or windows.
I had a vision too. I saw a woman behind Emma, and something sharp glistered in her hands. She raised her hand and disappeared immediately. I didn't have a chance to see her face.
I recall something else. Last night, my grandmother visited me in my dream, and she said something odd. She who runs metal is not the killer.
Helena and her daughter's godmother, Natalia, are waiting for the psychics. The Rybaks' relatives and neighbors are there in front of their house.
Hello?
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 Something weird is happening to my daughter Emma.
Olga, what did you see?
It's not about Emma. I need to see the girl. Is she inside?
I'd like to check here.
These are my daughters Emma and Maria.
Come over here, darling. I feel danger coming from this stove. The girl shouldn't approach it.
I fell. I almost fell in the stove.
This is horrifying. On the eve of the psychic's arrival, Emma almost burned terribly after something pushed her towards the hot stove.
Maria and I caught her at the last moment.
Yes.
Did you see anybody before it happened?
I see a man and a woman.
Where did you see them? Over there. I had another vision. I saw a woman. She was doing something at the stove from which the danger to Emma emanates. Is it possible she wants to take away the girl and is making her go to the cemetery at night? But why? And who is this woman? It's strange, but I don't feel the presence of any otherworldly things.
Meanwhile, Yaroslava Fedorova is working in the yard. Natalia, the girl's godmother, is with her. The woman is terribly worried about little Emma.
Is it possible that there's some kind of curse put on the family?
It's incredible. A bucket falls in the well all of a sudden. What could this possibly mean?
Hush. There's a spirit here. It's a dead girl, you see.
My God.
She's calling her mom, and her mom is over there.
Among the people?
A girl spirit. She's little, fair-haired, and she's of the same age as Emma. She says she's your daughter.
This woman is here because she understands Helena's fears better than anybody else. She knows what it means to lose your child.
It turned out that the woman had lost her daughter. It happened the same year Emma was born. What was her name?
Ivanka.
How old was she when she died?
4.5.
Just like our Emma.
Why did she die?
Measles.
The girl was recovering when her condition rapidly deteriorated. Her throat swelled and she choked. But what does Ivanka's death have to do with what is going on to Emma?
Olga. The girl's spirit is here. She's here. Emma was born when this girl died.
Is it her spirit that's trying to take away Emma?
She says, when we play, they don't touch her. Does Emma see the girl in the house?
Yes.
Helena says that Emma indeed told her about an imaginary friend she had.
She talked to her.
Your Ivanka visits Emma because she doesn't want something bad to happen to her.
But who is she trying to protect Emma from?
The girl says, they're in the house, but they're underground. Ivanka's spirit gave us a hint. My God, again. What is this?
What is this rumble? Nobody understands where it's coming from.
Is it another spirit?
My God.
A man. He's about 40.
He's tall and dark-haired. He also chalked.
Looks like my father, Mikhailo, who committed suicide. He hung himself.
He said, she is the cause, and then he disappeared. But who did he mean? We needed to talk to his spirit. Where did he do it?
At the place where I used to live.
The psychics are in the yard of Helena's parents' house, where her mother Maria lives, and where her father killed himself.
Maria, your husband's spirit is here. He says he's mad at you because Helena isn't actually his daughter. He says this was the reason he committed suicide.
I had a lover, and I gave birth to her after I got pregnant from him.
Maria, he blames you for his death.
He did it on purpose to spoil some celebration for you.
His funeral was on my birthday.
The man hung himself on the eve of his wife's jubilee. It was her 40th anniversary. Is it possible that his spirit is trying to take Emma away to hurt his unfaithful wife?
But your husband died long ago. It's been a long time. If he really wished to avenge, he wouldn't have waited for so long.
Your father isn't doing it.
Wait. I see he's gotten his revenge on you.
Do you know what he said? He said he'd come to you with a knife. And my lover indeed tried to kill me with a knife.
Maria's husband's prophecy came true. The woman's lover attacked her with a knife. It was the end of their relationship.
What was the thing that you did that your late husband didn't like and you keep doing it?
Nothing wrong.
You practice magic.
Yes. He didn't like it.
You work with something solid.
Tin.
It turned out that Maria ran tin to eradicate negative energy, like curses and hexes.
I don't do anything bad. I want to die peacefully.
Yes, and your assistant? Who helps you do it?
Somebody small and black, with horns and a tail.
Probably.
A demon whispers to her what to do, and such things never end well. Is it possible that this is her assistant who's harming Emma? He played with all your children, and your children saw him.
As a child, something invisible sat on my chest and pressed it so that I could not breathe.
It might be my mistake.
Maria swore she attended a church to repent of her sins and confess. And then I recalled the words of my late grandmother I heard from her before the investigation. She who runs metal is not a killer. Maria runs tin.
She can't be the reason of the things that are happening to Emma.
I love my mom. She doesn't wish anything bad to anybody.
The girl, Ivanka, is walking here. She says, don't look on the ground. Look underground.
Something attracts Emma to the grave. We need to see the cemetery.
The psychics head for the cemetery, where little Emma went at night. The girl's father, who has finished his work, joins them there.
I found Emma on this grave.
Who's buried here?
Yevhen and Magda, the former owners of the house where we live.
It's unbelievable. These the spirits of the previous owners of the house who are taking Emma to the cemetery? But why? Halina and Volodymyr bought the house after the couple died, and they never did anything bad to those elderly people.
Let me try to talk to them.
I again had a vision in which the man and the woman told Emma they were her new parents. The girl tried to flee, but the house had no doors or windows. And then I saw that the house was actually a coffin, and those people said it would be better for the girl to be with them. But why? They're here. They're nice old people. Their spirits are not evil.
She says, I had no children. I want to take Emma. I will love her, and she will be my daughter, because it's warm and calm here. They say the girl will be better off at the cemetery than at home. Why?
Could it be because of the scandals?
These are not scandals. Demons live in your home.
What did you do with these hands in front of your children? Did you beat your wife?
Yes, it really happened.
Emma said immediately, "Don't shout, Dad. Don't beat Mom."
He's always troublesome when drunk. It feels like he's obsessed with a demon in those moments. He becomes somebody else. He didn't drink last year, but sometimes he drinks. All I have to do is wait until it's over. I hide in the yard.
At that moment, like yesterday, I again saw a woman behind Emma, and something sharp was shining in her hands. It was something like a weapon. Did you try to kill him with an axe?
Yes, I did.
Did you attack his head?
At that moment, I was really ready to kill him without a second thought. His reaction saved him. He covered his head with his arm, and I hit him in the arm.
I'm speechless.
It was self-defense.
Self-defense? What did he attack you with? A log?
A log and fists.
It's something unimaginable. Volodymyr beats his wife, and she tries to kill him with an axe.
Why won't you end this nightmare? Why won't you leave your husband? Why should your children watch it?
Because of love. I love this man, and I believe he will change. He's probably controlled by something.
What? Vodka? In the morning, while Olga was working with Halina, she felt something was wrong with this woman.
I felt her bleeding. What was it?
She was pregnant. I beat her. She had a miscarriage.
My nose was broken, and I had a concussion. I spent 10 days in the hospital, and I was treated and let go.
This man almost beat his pregnant wife to death and killed his own unborn baby. This is insane.
Why did you do it?
For what?
We were both drunk. She and I.
What a shocking revelation. Did Halina get drunk with her husband and start a fight when she was pregnant?
My goodness! The children live in a family where both father and mother drink. The people buried here had everything to be happy, except children. And you have the children. You're ruining your children's lives. You are causing psychological harm to them.
I really sometimes vent my fury on the children.
Emma lives in the energy of this house, where all these things happen. Death is following your daughter.
How can we help her? What do we have to do?
This is not some people's or spirits' fault. These two old people want to take her, your younger daughter, to stay with them. And they wouldn't mind taking the older girl too. I'm sure she sees them, but she's simply scared to tell you.
You turned your children's life into hell. You are ruining them. You must repent now on this place where your daughter keeps coming. You must kneel before these graves.
I'm not going to kneel.
Running away from responsibility, a real man's choice.
I want peace of mind. I want to go to sleep, knowing Emma is not going to cry. And he's not going to beat me.
My darling, you only have one option. You either provide a normal life for them, or you put them down there because these people will come and take them. Do you understand?
I apologize to Magda and Yevhen and my daughters Maria and Emma. Forgive me for everything. I promise to keep our house calm and peaceful. I'll do everything to make my children proud of their mom and ensure they don't see the fights and scandals. And no alcohol at home. I promise to give them love.
Repent and pray at home in front of an icon. And I'll put a candle for your family at the church, so your family will resurrect.
Thank you for letting me know my fault. I promise to do everything possible to have the forgiveness of Maria and Emma.
We had lots of adventures today. Sorry, but we'd better go.
Unfortunately, there are quite a few families in which hatred and cruelty prevail, but the psychics leave the village with the hope that Halina and her husband will pull themselves together and make a choice in favor of their children's well-being.